Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hey.
Hear me?
Yep, sup.
Yay. Oh, let me change the music. It's too loud now. How was everybody's week? How are your Christmas shopping sessions going on?
I need to finish wrapping.
Same.
Like
Still have
Eminem?
deadlines.
Rapping like Eminem? No? Sorry, I've just like at work it's all like Eminem stuff because of the new game updates with Eminem in it. I'm sorry.
What?
I can't divulge it because it's online
Oh,
where I work, but
Eminem's,
it's like
Eminem's coming to
related
Fortnite.
to he already had a concert, so
Okay.
But yeah, it's the four of you tonight, and we're continuing to play. Shout out to Al or Sergio. Due to some life happenings, people get busy, and people need to prioritize their lives before gaming. So he may or may not join at some point again. But thank you, Al, for giving us the pleasure of playing and having to meet Sergio and listening to his music and his
All his
spiritual
crazy
ramblings,
stuff.
and his road to redemption is still going to go uh following through what river it flows through. But yeah, we're here, and who wants to do the recap for last week?
If someone reminds me of the beginning of the session, I can recap
Uh,
it.
I can recap. So, um, there. No, it was.
Okay,
After.
Talonel. Yeah. Talonel, Grintel, and Sergio are being transported in boxes and arrive at Wave Run Park.
Yeah, they meet up with the
And
benefactor.
Mhm.
It's Serenity Park.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
benefactor Fenric. The two clerics from the church, whose names escape me at the moment, and Luther.
What do you
And
mean, two clerics from the church?
He
yeah,
means
what were their
Reese
names again?
Oh,
and Conrad.
they're not clerics.
They're
the
close enough.
the interrogators.
You don't know what their class is.
The big boy and the big lady.
Yeah.
That's their class, big boy and big lady.
Yeah, big boy and big lady.
And they all got together to plan a terrorism.
Plan a
Yeah.
terrorism.
And Levi's brother was there. Levi's brother was there, and Eric's sister, and everyone met for the first time. So then they come up with that plan. I can't remember all the details of like besides the plan. But I think Talonel spoke to Elaine, right? And he found some stuff out. And who's that girl again that Talonel has a crush on?
Think showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't find anything out. She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me anything.
Okay. But then I think Fig said goodbye to Talonel. And then after that, okay, so then Fenric sends a letter to. Okay, Fenric sent a message to Saldana to come to Medina to help out with Tarion, and that's all I remember, guys.
Yeah, all that happened on Levi and Tarian's end is Tarian had an existential crisis while Levi was doing math.
Yeah, or it was like
Yeah, isn't
Levi was asking him why he wasn't having an existential crisis, and then Tyrion was just like, I don't believe them because I still have magic. I think that's it.
Alrighty. And yeah, I think you guys decided to wait where you guys were and not explore. And
Yeah, because Fenric said that he would send their supplies, their gear back to them, their
Yeah.
part.
alrighty. Fenric, from the meeting, obviously there's some stuff that the others, or at least your son's party, don't have privy to, like the information.
Mhm.
As you made a as you send a message to Saldana, you recall that Reese and Conrad were to meet you again for some further deliberation and discussions, just at a nearby, another inconspicuous place, this time a little bit more crowded. While your position and stature in the military and the church may turn a few heads, um, it's not unlikely you won't see someone there, because it's in Medina, so people will see you guys from time to time, or some of them, aside from the ones that decide to hide their identities. So as you make your way and travel south from Serenity Gardens, you take a kind of like calling down like a passing by vehicle, where probably like a farmer coming back from his farms to kind of hitch a ride on it momentarily. And as you go to Wave Run Park, they kind of instead of like going through the normal entrance where people line up to get into the water park, you kind of have you kind of flash your badge essentially, and they just kind of open up like a, what do you call that, the ropes, and kind of let you through right away. With the bustling of people and attractions all around, there's a different kind of serenity here. Not necessarily serenity, but more like a buzz of fun and just, you know, that feeling of, it's also relaxing. It's not like you're meditating, but it's relaxing in a way where it's because it's people are just having a good time here. And as you go to the meeting spot that you agreed to go to, um, you don't see them right away. What do you do?
Who are we
What
looking
do
for?
I see?
What are you looking for, or just the area?
I'm looking for the tallest guy in the area, so that would be Conrad.
Yeah, you kind of look around. You don't spot Conrad.
Mhm.
At the moment, you're by right as soon as you enter the park. It splits up into 4 pathways that all diverge into like a 4-pronged fork. They all have signs. One's leading to like the um uh no name off the top of my head, but like leads to like a kind of like a waterfall attraction, like a man-made or like an artificial waterfall attraction. One leads to uh where you can ride like water, like small boats that are powered by like ingenious contraptions that make it go faster than a normal boat. Not for kids in general, but sometimes kids do manage to kind of ride through them. There's one that leads to like an animal enclosure and an aquarium, and another one leads to uh where people would probably have food, or kind of like all the restaurants would be there. Which one do you want to go to?
I think I'm gonna go to the waterfall. 'Cause
Alrighty.
that's where I'm drawn to the most.
All right. Eventually, you get through the buzz of people, and a different kind of the noise and the bustling kind of falls away, and eventually you find yourself like at a pathway where you run into or like pass by a few people like all soaking wet from probably riding a few several rides. Eventually you make your way to where the waterfall attraction is. There's kind of like a wave pool right in front of it, and currently it's off. There's a few families here and there that are kind of strolling about. Some of them are taking a dip on the pool, and the sound of the gushing water is kind of soothing. And towards the distance, you can see a tall, gray-skinned, familiar figure of Conrad. He currently has like this, like hat that he probably got from somewhere. That looks like it has like a bunch of pointy. It's like a Santa hat with different colors, like a jester hat. And as he turns towards your
Is it-
direction, him and
Is it like
Reese
one of
are.
those souvenirs? They
Yeah,
sell you?
it's not like made out of cloth. It's more made out like paper, but there's like designs to where it looks like a jester hat, some way.
It's like one of those
Um,
Disney like
yeah,
hats.
and they're both holding what looks to be like ice cream. Conrad has a particularly very tall stack of ice cream, and he has like sunglasses with a mustache on. Like you know that sunglass like toy with a
Yeah!
mustache attached to it.
Oh my god! This is
And-
a bad
and-
disguise.
And Reese is just Reese, still armored up, just licking the ice cream, and she waves to you.
I will approach them. Reese?
Mhm.
Conrad? What's that thing on your face?
It's practice for clandestine operations. Yeah, I'm having fun here. Don't kill the mood.
Uh, have you seen Benny? The benefactor.
I mean, he shows up when he wants to, and when you need him, he doesn't show up. So I don't know.
How long have you two been here?
Since we left. Oh yeah. I also called those guys to drive back up their stuff, so I'm not sure if you did also.
Yes, I told the others to wait there for their things.
Want some ice cream?
Just like give him a look. Like, where
Might
the
cool
fuck would
off
you get
that-
the ice cream?
That head of yours. You're always like feel like you have a boiling water pouring on your head all the time.
Well, excuse me if my son is in mortal danger.
That's
And
what
I'm
you get for
currently
having a
trying to-
son.
Indeed.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. He taps your shoulder, but there's like significant force to it. 'Cause he's huge. Oh, didn't know you were that flimsy.
Just look super grumpy and like put off.
And Reese just kind of like butts in and that you two stop it before this gets interesting. That would be a sight to see, but not in front of these people. They just think we're having a day off. Well, you Fenric, you want to do your thing?
My thing.
Oh, I thought you had like some magic to where we're like hidden from view, or you just want to talk here?
All right. Ray, do I have that kind of magic? Wait, I gotta check. I don't think I have the same thing that Benefactor has.
As you kind of like look at her, probably with like confusion, she just kind of like sighs. You're easy, man. Come on, let's go. If Conrad's
I was checking if I
an
had
ass.
anything.
race is probably worse.
Yeah. I was like, should I use Dimension Door for this? I don't know. Well, I could Dimension, just out of character, I could Dimension Doors to somewhere more private.
Up to you. She said
Yeah,
so.
is there
She said
anywhere?
something like that.
Yeah. Is
You
there
would
anywhere
know.
more private than this? Yeah.
You see in the scene, you know those banisters over there or the terrace over there?
hmm
That's not accessible to the public.
Yeah, sure. Then I will conjure a Dimension Door somewhere out of the way, like where people can't see, maybe like behind the bathrooms or something, for us to slip through and then pop up to that area.
And like kind of like a well-oiled machine, even though you guys don't really like each other that much, but like your rank and your experience has afforded enough where subtle cues you'd get what they kind of mean, and they like what you think is probably what they also think. They find like somewhere inconspicuous, but also like still in public where it's not too super obvious that you're doing something shady. And yeah, you cast Dimension Door.
Yes.
Alrighty.
And it's gonna be like this swirling blue portal, kind of like in the D&D movie.
Does your face also like distort? No.
No.
Oh, hey Dave, nice. You made it. Alrighty. As you guys kind of go in through the dimensional door you opened, Conrad kind of like this is more so just flavor. He like puts his arm, both of his arm up and down, and like increases the size of it so he can fit. And he's the last one to go through.
I wanna stop him for a sec and just be like, be careful. The last man that went through this, well, his arm got cut off.
And as soon as you say that, that's what he does. He increases the size of it. And as soon as he like jumps through the portal, kind of like elastic, like rubber, kind of like rubber bands back to close.
Yeah.
And you guys are by the balcony. As soon as he goes through though, his ice cream, like just he just leaves it behind. It just like falls to the floor before it closes. And he's just like, shit, my ice cream.
I just look at it disappointedly.
Ah, man, you got me good. So, I have a question. Do you think those guys can really do it? Do they have it in them?
I thought that they weren't capable of many things, but they have surprised me so far. So I'm hoping they will surprise me again.
Well, I mean, I kind of know how they feel now. Not that I'm gonna tell you my whole life story, but man, it must be hard being that weak.
I mean, we all have to start somewhere.
So, about the bombing. That's your
Don't tell me you're
idea.
against it. Yes.
I just want to find out the reason why.
Distraction.
Thank you, Earl.
No, like I know it's a distraction, but
It's the same sound. Distraction and distraction.
Okay.
We want to
honest?
distract and we also want to destroy.
I will be honest with you both that it was mainly an impulse decision. Not saying that I can't keep it together, but I am trying to keep it together. And that is the most direct solution that I can think of. I would rather bomb the, bomb the Fort Black itself, but
Yeah,
obviously I would rather have the benefactors' cooperation on this.
but we could have the blackguards on our side at the tail end of this. They're not.
Hmm.
I know a few people in there that, I mean, they're protecting the city, not the church in the first place. So, any thoughts on these risks? On this, Reese? She like finishes up her ice cream, kind of like just munches on the cone really fast. And I say, I don't really know yet. Um, and she finishes up. All right.
I want to give her like my handkerchief.
Oh, cool! And she grabs it and she like blows her nose on it. Thanks, and she puts it in her pocket.
You're welcome. Now, before Benny does arrive, I was meaning to ask a favor.
Reese, and he like gives the floor to Reese because he probably doesn't want to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is it?
This may sound extreme, but do not be alarmed. If for whatever reason my son doesn't survive and he cannot be brought back, could you make me forget him?
What was that you said? Sorry, I didn't understand the last part.
We want to forget.
Make me forget.
Oh, make
That I
me
had a
forget him.
son.
That's what you said.
Yes.
And Reese, like you see Reese's face like change from like the annoying brat that she is to like a look of concern, like not like
it's
concern
very
where she's
serious.
worried about you, but like
Mm.
like more so like she's concerned about like the implications of that. And
Is that something you can do?
and she touches her face like kind of like you know when someone's thinking of something but face bombing at the same time and like massaging their face. Well, I mean that's I don't want to think of something like that because I know it probably won't happen. I mean, but if
We must
that's what you
have
want and if that's what you feel like is gonna be best for you, you give me consent to mess around with your head, then yeah.
naturally. Normally, I wouldn't, under any other circumstances, but if something happens to my son and he cannot be saved, it must be done. Otherwise, I would be useless, and I'm sure none of you would want that. My daughter would understand. Hopefully.
Well, let's save that for worst case scenario.
Yes, precisely. We need to come up with contingencies for everything. See as how.
We're all with you, right?
No,
No.
it's just
It's
Fenrir.
just Fenric.
Damn. Huh. I still I want to make a suggestion.
You're not here.
Yeah.
She. Well, if it's not too much to ask, only bring that up again if he actually dies.
Of course.
What if you
That is
die?
the
Do I
only-
modify his memory?
If he wants you to.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Otherwise,
It's like a half joke, like the way
they
she
keep
said,
fucking
just
with
kidding.
me.
It's
Yeah.
like more the way she said it. It's more so like kind of like she actually thought like of doing something like that for you, but like she kind of like passed it off where it's probably not gonna happen, so never mind, kind of thing. Easy enough for you to tell. No need for an insight for that.
I'm only asking you this because I know that losing my son would be debilitating. And, well, suppose I don't have to explain.
And as you guys kind of have this pause, you kind of hear like the fake plants behind you kind of rustle through. Like behind you, there's a structure, but it's more so like kind of like in Disneyland where it's like a fake
fake?
structure. Yeah, it's not like a real structure. It's a theme park. So rustles through, and you see Benny kind of just step out. Like he has like a leaf, like stuck, like a fake leaf stuck through his beard, and he kind of like points it out. Well,
I didn't notice.
that's
I
not a
didn't notice that was
conversation I
fake.
want to hear again. Mortifying memories and stuff. Brings bad memories. Ha! Pardon the pun.
What, have they
So-
done it for you too?
Nah, too long. Didn't want to remember. TLDR.
Is that a slang that the youth are
Well,
speaking these days?
too long. Don't remember. But works.
Bruh.
Understood. Like a code, like a code word.
You're not that old,
so.
Fenric. I'm infinitely older than you.
And I just look at him like, how would he know? Anyway, I just brush it off. Now that we're all here, suppose we should get on with the meeting. I've managed to collect myself a little bit after earlier.
he kind of like dusts his like long coat with like all the prop dust he has, and just like kind of like pulls out like from the inside of his trench coat, long coat, whatever it is, pulls out like since the festival was technically postponed, these were supposed to be pinned on well, they would say like notable individuals that were at Riverrun. So and he kind of goes around and he has like this like pin of like a salmon. Kind of goes around and he like you know that scene from Iron Man where he's getting pinned by the senator?
Yeah.
And he
Yes.
starts to pin it and he like whispers, appreciate your service, blah blah blah. And he goes around and he eventually gets to you, Fenric, and he kind of like pins it and it pricks you a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to prick you. I thank you for your service.
What service is this exactly?
To the church, to your service as an individual who you have your business. Conrad has his, Reese has hers. Well, they were supposed to honor notable individuals that would be present at Riverrun. They were giving this around and thought of grabbing a few before I left.
Are they not continuing with the festival after
They're
things are
postponing
settled
it
down?
with a little bit of well, they said they were extending the festival for the people, like an announcement to make it longer, and people just decided it was a good thing, and they only those in the know uh, of what really happened would know that it's a diversionary tactic, but for the common folk, it's just the festivities are extended.
Have the people been made aware that Lord Dondark is dead?
Uh, yes, but some people don't care. So,
When is the memorial service?
it's going to be for the family only, which he has none, so it's only his aide and that guard of his bodyguard.
And where is he to be buried?
Uh, I'm not privy to that information. They kept it a mum.
I see. So, is this all?
Yes. Sorry for barging in like that. I tried to find you guys where the ice cream shop was there, and saw you guys were here. So I went all the way around and found like a ladder somewhere and just climbed up here.
Were we supposed to rendezvous at the ice cream shop? Why did no one tell me?
No,
Why
I
are
just
we
wanted ice
rendezvousing
cream.
at the ice? I just look disappointed at everyone.
This felt like a good place to meet, right? Waterfalls and just random families. So we all have the same brain cell, apparently.
The three of you certainly do. Now, so earlier, what we were discussing with my son's party members, it's more of a plan B, you know? I think the bombing would be effective, but the best case scenario would. We know that this trial is rigged, but the best case scenario would still be, hopefully by some miracle, that they get out of there through legal, quote unquote, legal means. So this is just something I'm throwing out there. I think that it would be in our best interests to make Lord Londark appear as if his death was beneficial.
To
Do you
the
all
whole
understand
world.
what I'm saying? Sure, or at least to the safety of River Run. But
Is
what
he
do you
to
mean
be
by
a
the
martyr,
whole...
or is he the felon?
He is the threat that went undetected until those in prison murdered, quote unquote, murdered him. So more like they neutralized the threat that went unnoticed by the church.
And how do you want to make this go around? Reese kind of asks.
I think we should. Okay, out of character, Ray. There are like newspapers, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Can we get like paid trolls and stuff to like publish stories about London?
Yeah, there's snuff pieces here and there.
Yeah.
Pulp pieces
Um.
too. I mean, as much as the church like wants to control everything, they allow certain
Yeah.
things for people to enjoy, like fictional stuff. That's
I
fine.
think we
And
should
you
get.
also like use the benefactor for like spread it, like have some of the benefactors cronies spread information like
Yeah, you're
around
not here.
taverns and like
Yeah.
yep.
But yeah, I am getting the ideas from him because this was originally Rafa's idea.
No worries, no worries.
um. Yeah. We should get into contact with certain media outlets put a spin on it. You know, missing children, cold cases in River Run,
I like
showing
that.
up.
Have the people voice out their opinions. Maybe give the church like a headache.
The thing is, the
The
people,
least is the
the
trial
general.
might be postponed, or they end the trial, or the trial goes through, but the people riot.
So the people, they don't know that Londark was undead, right?
Yeah.
So they would have no reason to. Do you get what I'm saying?
I
They
mean,
would.
we'll probably get both sides. He was loved by some, hated by some. Some don't care, so we'll get a
No,
spectrum.
I mean, we should just plant reports of that, just those cases, maybe a cold case, maybe there was a serial killer that was never found, their bodies devoid of blood. The church would be able to put two and two together if those records were suddenly brought up in the case.
Tie him into some unsolved cases.
Precisely.
All right, that might work.
We need to make him sound like he was a threat to his own people. And those who were imprisoned inadvertently saved Riverrun.
Well, the benefactor kind of.
Perhaps we should even leak it out to the people that Londark was undead.
How would that? Well, I mean, you'd probably like it. So,
Well, he was reclusive.
Wouldn't that damage the church's reputation? Is that something? Is that like an indirect goal that you have as well?
Like you mentioned, the people might riot, right? If they find out that their lord was undead, these people killed him inadvertently, saving Riverrun, and now they've been imprisoned by the church. Doesn't it all sound
and that'll make
unjust?
the church look like they let that guy stay there, even though what he was. Okay.
Yeah, but so what are they going to do? Execute the people who saved Riverrun? They could. They could, but I am banking on the fact that they would rather appease the people. I am, of course, open to suggestions, taking advice from all of you here. Your input is appreciated.
Well, the benefactor. I think I've heard enough, and I can work my own magic and get this ball rolling. Is the bombing still a thing? Because I've already reached out to some people that are very ecstatic about it.
Yes, if my son is to be executed, then yes, the bombing is happening. Once we
But
get
if
the
not-
verdict. If not, then I don't. Would it be beneficial to us to continue with the bombing? I only saw it necessary if we needed to break.
I said, preferably not Fort Black. I suggested the Causeway because, frankly enough, the tariffs, the fees that you need to pay to pass through there if you have shipment, are really unnecessary for businessmen like us. So, if that thing is broken, then maybe freedom to pass with no fees for the time being, even if it's just for a few months or years. However long they seem deemed to fix it. That's why I suggested it. That's the benefit for me, mainly.
If you still want to bomb the causeway, regardless of whatever the verdict is at the trial, I'm all for it.
Why do you really want to bomb
God.
Fort Black?
It was
Do you hate people there?
no, it was simply what I thought was the most direct way to get my son out of there.
Wouldn't that make it seem like we're blowing it up because someone's trying to break someone out?
Yes, I thought that was pretty obvious. I mean, I mentioned it in the earlier meeting that I just want to get my son out of there, and that I
So
couldn't.
that would automatically make the breakout attempt hard mode. That's what the kids call it these days.
Bruh.
Survival mode.
You die, you don't respawn.
What?
Hardcore mode.
And you see just like a vein pop out of Fenric's forehead. What are the words coming out of your mouth?
Extreme difficulty. Psycho mode.
Okay, so are we bombing?
This is
bombing the
really
Causeway?
poggers, you guys.
Oh my god. This...
4 head. 5 head champ.
Jesus Christ.
He watches Twitch all day.
Alright, if you want to bomb the Causeway, I'm all for it.
The benefactor is Elon Musk. Anyways, yeah. Well, I mean,
I would. Okay.
just not Fort
I
Black,
would. Yes, sure.
or
whatever.
not any building in the downtown area, or not Ingram College. Just the Causeway.
Sure. Only
Alright.
but only after we find out the verdict. Because if
No matter what the verdict is, blow it up.
yes, sure,
Yes. All right.
we can also help with it. But
I have your
um,
consent.
sure, but if they if they are found guilty, we're blowing it up and breaking them out. If
Yes.
they are sentenced to death, that's what we're going to do. If by some miracle they don't,
We
and
blow
they
it up.
have the- we blow it
and
up,
it
but
just blows
but,
up.
but only after they leave.
Because I've already paid my contacts and I can't. There's no return fees.
It's all right. Just shift the dates around a little bit.
All right. More fees.
Do you
It's
need help
okay.
with those?
No. I have infinite amounts of money.
You have the unlimited money cheat.
Yes. he has console commands unlocked.
Show me the gold.
Don't tell anyone.
He
Put it
has
up,
player
down,
dot
left,
add
right,
item.
B, start.
He's playing God mode.
He has the creation engine console. Player dot add item space whatever the item code is, and then 99999. He's modding Skyrim.
So, the bombing is Plan B. Plan A is that we make Londoc sound like a vicious, bloodthirsty beast.
Yeah. We'll call it Plan Asshole. Or A.
Just look fucking disgusted at
Because he's
Conrad.
an asshole.
I assume Conrad was the one who.
Then Plan
just
B,
didn't-
because it's bomb, right? Plan bomb.
Yes.
Yeah. What's Plan C?
I don't know.
Plan
Any suggestions?
Conrad.
So Conrad was spelled with a K?
It sounds like a C.
So, as for the supplies, I think we'll need, if we go through with Plan B, Plan Bomb, we need a very high level fireball spell, some true polymorphs. If we're breaking out, if we are going in and breaking them out ourselves, I think we should have a couple polymorph spells. Maybe some true polymorphs, if they come out.
Well, why not have this be our guy's first mission, official? Have them break him out. We'll just
Our
assist him.
guys. As in the Tyrian's
The-
party.
Yeah, the farmer, the guitar guy, the who else?
Yes, but we need to supply them. And then
Oh,
once they're broken
and
out,
that big lady.
Gruntella.
Yeah, not you, Reese. We'll give them enough supplies, what they need, because we don't want to be implicated directly in this. Then give them all the support they need.
Yes, and then if we need to break them out, once they're out, they would have been divested of their past lives and their names. I think some true polymorph spells would be useful in changing their appearances permanently, or for however long they need to.
Well, sounds like
Hello,
we have a plan A soul and plan B bomb. No plan C, but I'm fine with it.
I think. Okay, yes, I think that is just about everything that I meant to bring up.
All right, so aside from the bombing, I need to get some tabloids riled up for this with this information. Have them send it out as soon as possible. Spread it out. It's going to be a huge endeavor. This may dig deep into my coffers, but it's very deep. So
I think my I think my daughter may be coming into town. So whatever she comes up with will be plan C for Saldana. Spelled with an S, but whatever. Just account her into this. She's like,
that's very specific. Why an S?
because that's how you spell her name.
So if it's a plan
What do you-
S, but her name's a Z, it still works.
Meeting adjourned, I think. So,
What? That made sense, right, Reese? And they just kind of like start arguing each other.
today
And
I
Reese,
will contact you should I need anything else. I will get started on procuring supplies.
well, I will see myself out too, and things are coming into place.
I will dimension door myself out of there.
You open
And
the
leave.
door, and,
And leave
you
him.
leave. Yeah. You see Conrad. Where do you go? Where do you dimension door out?
Like behind the bathrooms, like where we entered last time.
As
Uh,
you step out of there, you just hear a splash.
I
And
close it behind.
You hear a splash, and then you just see Reese like in the water already, like soaking wet. It looks like, and Conrad like looking over the balcony is like, "You deserve that."
What do you mean? Like she just jumped?
No, he probably tossed her.
Oh,
But yeah. Anywhere you want to go?
I think I'm just gonna like do what I mentioned kagina na I'm gonna find whatever secure channels that I have to put out the requests for the supplies that I'm looking for.
Mhm.
So I
And-
can message it to you later after the session. It's like a high level fireball spell, some true
no
polymorph.
worries. Like for the sake of brevity too, and for it's Fenric and all the connections he has, it's easy enough to fire like a scroll of fireball, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like a really high level scroll of fireball for the bomb.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I would. Oh, is the party expecting me to return to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Alrighty. Eventually, you make your way back. Eventually you will. Give me one sec. What are you guys doing for at the moment? Did Luther leave or Luther stayed? Right.
Yeah, Luther's still with them.
I think Elaine left. Yeah.
Yeah. Rantel is just lying under a tree, relaxing, and imagining how beautiful the bomb blows.
Wait, what happened to Dave? He was here for like a second.
Oh yeah. I'll talk about it later. He messaged me something. Yeah.
Okay.
Gruntella, you see Sergio kind of stand up from where he's meditating, like kind of like wipes his eyes a little bit. Um, kind of approaches you. What does he call you again?
Mi amor.
Me
You,
more.
mi amor. I I have something to tell you. Why is he
What's up?
Italian?
Hey, what's up? Little guy?
Yeah, accent change.
I think I saw something. Like I saw something that I don't think you will believe me if I tell you. It's you see that statue in the middle.
Mhm.
It spoke to
Yes.
me.
Really? What did it tell you?
Well, her mouth didn't move, but I could hear her thoughts. She wants me to visit her here. She wants me to tell her stories of the world and what is happening. And since I was thinking, and it pains me to have thought about it, but also I feel like I can do more this way. I've traveled a lot, and that's what my job was originally, and finding myself getting caught with this, it's not your fault, mi amor, and your friends, and obviously my friends now. But I think I'm more of a fit for traveling, telling and hearing stories, and I finally found someone that can listen to my music with eagerness.
Hmm. If you want to travel,
My heart will always be with you, mi amor. No, don't worry. I if I don't know what to tell the rest, but we've been through more than the rest of them together, just you and I. So I wanted to go to you first, but if you could break it to them, I would appreciate it too. Since we have our new identities because of this decision we made, I would like to. Is it okay if I stay here? I mean, I will travel when she wants me to, but since this is technically my home, the Medina, I want to find my friends, my band, my family, and journey to where I can find stories. Maybe spread the stories of how you guys lived before your new identities. Maybe create a legend of your name and their names so that people don't forget them.
mhm, mhm.
Does this sound like something that I meant to do? I am unsure.
My friend, mon ami, please listen well. As a friend, I am happy that you find your path, and I am very also concerned that you will be traveling alone. Unfortunately, this is your destiny, and I can see that there are great things in your future. Not to worry about us. I will take good care of our friends. Just do what you will and what you want, and be the master of your destiny. Whatever these statues told you about, uh, the final decision is still yours.
And
Uh,
and one more
yeah.
thing, I think this is connected to all of us. Well, directly to us, to our group, and to everyone else as well in this world. I I feel like this woman. I feel like she's the one they talk about in the church.
Hmm.
The prophet.
If that's how you feel, I think the mission that she is giving you will help us too. So, uh, if you really feel that you want to go, I will support you.
I won't be able to help with breaking them out of the prison. And frankly, as much as I want to help them, I have also thought that maybe it's not the right thing for Tarian and for Levi, since they don't want it. They might they might grow to resent us for it.
I don't know about you, Sergio, but for me, I'm willing to take their resentment as long as they survive. They are my friend. It will hurt me, and uh, I'm not going to be able to take it if they died and I did nothing.
I understand. But if it's any consolation, when everybody dies, they will meet each other again in the spirit realm.
Uh, yes, yes, but let's
It is a
postpone.
transition phase, mi amor. It's your true self, not your corporeal physical body. It is your soul, your spirit, the real you.
Yes, I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I like to postpone it for the later part of my life.
Yeah,
For now,
yes.
I want to enjoy what this dimension will give me.
But if you it is impossible. That's what I know. But if something like that happens to you, I will still be able to reach you. And anytime you want to see me again, come here, and if I'm here, I will be here. And you would know that if I'm not here, this is where I am always returning to.
Yes, if you want, I can secretly put a message below the statue.
Ay, sí. Comprende. That
Yes.
works.
Yeah, we will still
Bueno,
have
bueno,
our
bueno.
communication. Yes. Not to worry. I will prepare a paper and a pen. I will not vandalize this sacred statue.
If you can too, I get the feeling she is lonely. While you may
Oh,
not be able to speak to her like I do, maybe tell her of your adventures?
yes, I will. I will regale her with a fierce battle. Lots of explosion like
Yes.
Michael B.
Killing people, chopping their heads off, right?
Yes, that's what I think I do best. What I do best is not pretty good.
As long as you kill people that deserve it.
Yes.
I am very thankful that I met all of you while the others are not here. I am saddened by the fact that I cannot say but goodbye properly. But for the next few days I will stay. I have contacts in the city as well. But from time to time I will return here. I have my old apartment is still here. No, it's been paid for. It's no one else lives there, so maybe I'll stay there from time to time if I'm not traveling, or if I'm here most of the time. So at least you have two places to
Yes.
find my abode here is simple, is humble. It's stylized in my tastes. It is nearby the Rubrum district, the red light district.
Mm-hmm. I understand. And don't be alarmed if I'll crush your abode sometimes.
If I don't tell people the exact location of it, but if you're around in Rubrum and you want to find where I'm
Yes.
staying, I will leave a key, a spare one hidden underneath a rock. There is a
Mhm.
specific rock that looks like cat paws.
Ah,
And if you
right.
manage to
Yeah.
find my place, the key will be there. And if you don't know what it is, you can ask around for Sergio, where he stays.
Yes, yes. I will. I will. And thank you.
Some eyes and ears or some ears may hear my name and help you. They may take
Mhm.
some convincing, maybe some money, but eventually they will help you find where I stay.
Not to worry. I am good at convincing. And then I will flex my muscles.
Ah, yes, mi amor. And she kind of like squeezes it.
Yes.
Very, very, very hard. Talinel, Nichols over Talnal.
Wait, how
My
long has it
friend.
been since our DM? How long has it been since our last conversation, like last session? Has it been like a day?
No, not a day. It's just
No,
like a
not
few,
today.
probably
Like a
like
few,
30
probably like.
minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
It's still the
okay.
same day.
Well,
It's still the
still the
same
same day.
day.
Still the same day. Yeah, yeah. Well, ever since that conversation, he's just been sitting in like in a clearing, staring off
Mhm.
into nothing for like the past half an hour. He hasn't moved an
Uh,
inch, and when he
mhm.
hears it, he wouldn't move if Sergio called him either. Yeah. So even if he called him, he'd just be sitting, still there, still completely still. Yeah.
What is Luther doing?
Uh, he's just waiting around because like he's waiting to, to see like what everyone's planning on doing.
Sergio's kind of like, mi amor, can you grab Levi's brother? Let's go to Talnal. You hear me? Hello?
No?
Hello.
Arnold?
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. What's up? Yeah. What is it?
He told you to grab Luther so that you can go to where Talnal is. He's like staring into space. so yeah. And Sergio kind of approaches Talnal, and I'm assuming Grantella is gonna pull Luther in the same
Yes.
direction.
Yes. I will.
Um,
Oh,
and
we're
Sergio kind
going
of
here
turns
now.
around to
Oh,
Luther.
okay.
Um, what do I call you, sir? Like Mr. Luther, Mr.
J-
Silverfang, or
just Luther is fine.
okay, Mr. Silverfang. Luther. Ah, I know we just met, but you you remind me of your brother because of your last name and not how you look like.
I
But
get that a lot. Yes.
since I won't be able to tell him that I'm going on a different path now, can you tell him that I said I told him to take care of everyone and that I will visit the salmon bed from time to time, and he can always find me here in Medina. He can ask Gruntella for all the details.
Sure, sure. Just I
Do you need to
I
write that
never
down?
actually. No, I just remember I never actually got your name. I've what missed.
And he
Yeah,
does
I
his
never got your name.
like whole like his introduction where he curtsies and like kind of like twirls around. Sergio Nuevidas at your service.
A
And he
pleasure to
does like
meet
his
you.
flourish. Yeah. Um, he doesn't normally do this, and he points to Talnell. But I think he got broken up with. Talonel, are you okay? Hello? And he waves his paws in front of you.
Oh, so for a moment, it's like a little bit of a late response, and he'd go like, yeah, what's up, sir? Just sorry about that. I was a
It's
little
alright, she
lost
will
in
come back,
thought. Yeah.
my friend.
No, is there an emergency? Oh well, uh, it's
Well,
fine. The
it's not necessarily an emergency, but I wanted to say thank you for being my friend.
that sounds like you're having an emergency.
Oh no no
Uh,
no. I long story short, this statue has given me a new mission. Sounds crazy, but we've seen a lot crazier things.
yeah, I've seen you do a lot crazier. This is normal at this point. Yeah, I understand.
I
So, are you gonna be
it's
staying here for a
well,
while?
I will be staying here and traveling. Basically, I will be going back to my usual thing. It's not that I'm abandoning you guys. It's more so that this path that I'm taking will be something that will help everyone in the long run.
Well, being as cryptic as ever. All right, that's that's fine. Wait, that DM, are Grantella and Levi's brother there,
Yeah,
like near him?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna look at them and be like, well, since I assume that this we might not meet again for a long time, it probably be a good opportunity to have a little one-on-one with you, Sergio. I've got a thing that I keep forgetting that I haven't had the opportunity to ask you, so I suppose now's a better moment as any. So would you two leave us for a moment? If that's all right, yeah.
Oh, Pooper. Can I watch? I really want to see how you battle.
Oh no, we're not gonna fight. I just want to have a talk. I just want to have a talk with them. That's all. Don't worry about it.
Ah.
I I think I know where this is going, Grantella. It's okay. It's time.
Okay, but I really want you to see you fight. Okay, I'm Betela will just move away, grumbling.
I can handle myself, mi amor.
And Luther will just look away awkwardly. Okay, I'll just be over there.
I'm Mr. Silverhand. It's the dynamics of your brother's group is like this, so you better get used to it.
Oh, and he's just like awkwardly gonna go stand in the corner.
You can sit down.
Well,
You don't need to stand the whole
I,
day.
I'm good. I'm good over here.
Do your feet hurt? You
And he
don't
just
have
like kind
gout,
of
right?
he raises
You're
a
good.
thumbs up. I'm good.
All right. Stay off the red meats.
right. All right. Well, so now that they're both out of earshot, Talnell's gonna lean in with a more serious face this time, and he's gonna ask, and he's gonna say, "You know what happened to my friends, and you still haven't told me about what happened to them. Can you please at least answer me that? I haven't gotten any straight answers from anyone today. So please, at least, before you leave, what really happened in there?"
I I think it is better if They tell you themselves. And he
Ooh.
Oh my god.
All right.
kind of crouches down. And he kind of looks around for a candle, but he doesn't have one. And there's like a pause where he's thinking of what to do, and you see like a closed off nature to him, and like he doesn't want to tell you directly. No need for an insight for this. I don't have my tools with me, so do you is it okay if I you and he like catches
Wait.
himself.
Yeah. Wait. So while he's hesitating, yeah. Hmm. Talnul's gonna try and review all the stuff that he remembers from what Sergio told him about what happened with this about our Rolly and Polly and his other friends down there. So he's still trying to piece things together, but he doesn't quite get it yet. Is it possible to like roll for something to see if he manages to find it to piece it together, or if he's still gonna be confused about what really happened?
Um, what would this be? Would this be an insight? Yeah. Roll an insight check for what your intuition is.
All right.
Straight roll, no advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah. That's that. It's an 11.
11. You feel like he's trying to hide something because he's guilty of something. You know that already, but this kind of just confirms it.
Yeah, Talnell didn't want to go into that conclusion, but he's starting to feel like a slight chill going up his spine because
I mean, you can piece
all
together.
other
He was with
options are
Gruntella,
eliminated.
so you know how Gruntella is like.
Hmm?
Yeah, he's trying to
And you
the
know how
picture
Rolly
that
and Polly are?
the picture that's starting to form for him doesn't look really good
Like, you know that
in his
Rolly and
point of view.
Polly are brave in their own way because they're very stupid. And Tooth gets strung along because Tooth wants to be brave in his own way too, and he thinks Rolly and Polly are really cool, even though they're really stupid. But he looked up to them like your group of friends, even though like you all looked up to each other in some way, and even though Rolly and Polly were stupid, you appreciated their willingness to to do things. Like even though you had the feeling in you that they weren't cut out for the adventurer life and what they were trying to do along with you. I mean, they're the ones who kind of brought it up in the first place to go adventuring and like joining the military and all that stuff. They had like a bunch of different things they wanted to do, but the their stature, their life in general couldn't afford them to go to do those things, and plus their brain capacity wasn't that good. But still, they weren't bad guys. They just wanted to have fun and maybe be a hero. Sergio kind of he looks at you and he can see that you're what face are you making?
The kind of face that you're trying to suss someone out, a scrutinizing kind of face.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't want to say goodbye with you hating me, but I wanted time to tell this to you. And I've been thinking of how to justify what we did, but I hope you. There's no one to blame but me. Grantella is the way she is. And to be honest, I didn't really know who they were until I found out that they were your friends. We were trying to look for like the helm, right?
The helmet.
obsidian helm, and they were doing the same thing. And it just so happened that
Of
there
course.
was a trap, and me and Grantella didn't really know what it would do. So I thought that we could try it out, and I offered that they would try it for us. So, and they were gung ho about it until everything just turned south. And
So yeah, so
one of
elaborate.
one of them transitioned, and one of them got mad at us for it, and we defended ourselves.
What
we
do you
told-
transition? What do you mean?
One of the twins got killed by the trap, and the other one blamed us and started to attack, and we defended ourselves. I know we could have stopped, but I don't know what they were thinking. They wouldn't stop. So it was either me or him, or it was Grantella or Grantella.
Is at this hmm, that expression doesn't become angry. Instead, it becomes just very blank, like an un, like absolutely, like an absolutely nothing kind of expression. So
I'm
for a moment, yeah, it's just silent.
I'm
He
sorry.
reaches out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while Sergio is apologizing, he's gonna reach out and grab his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And although his expression is blank, like you can feel that his hands are like shaking really, really damn hard. And after a moment, the shaking kind of subsides, and quietly he says, "Thank, thank you." Straight
Yeah,
answer for once.
I don't. I am not asking for forgiveness.
I know you're not. That's and look. It it was a misunderstanding, but still, so I don't exactly know how to approach that. I don't. I wouldn't forgive you anyway, but thank you for being straight with me at least. That's fine. And then he lets go of Sergio's hand, yeah.
Are
And
we
then he
still
kinda
friends?
well,
You don't need to answer
not.
if you're not comfortable.
I mean, one straight answer deserves another. So, well, at least I'm not trying to kill you. So, I suppose that counts for something. Yeah. Thank you, anyways.
And for sure you will be able to. You're very capable, Alana. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I will fight back
Sure.
because
Thanks.
I want to defend myself. But let's not go that route. Maybe
I,
maybe someday we can talk again and I can find a better way of apologizing.
look, I already said before, I understand why you did this, but I'm not going to forgive you for it, so don't bother. All right? Look, just just thanks. All right. Now just that's all I really have to talk about. Yeah, you can go. Goodbye. Yeah. And he kind of nods with still with that unreadable expression in his face, that very blank one. Just kind of nods. Yeah, kind of indicating that he's, kind of cut the conversation now.
Yeah, Sergio reads it and he tries to attempt to hold your shoulder, like put a hand on your shoulder, but he stops himself and he kind of stands and stands next to you and I'm glad to have met you, Talanel. And if our paths cross again, just know that I see you as a friend and that I will always have you in
Yeah.
my mind.
Talnell just nods back.
And Grantella, you see Sergio kind of look at you and he just smiles and he runs away. And as you see him running away, you see his arms like you know when someone's like running away and they're crying and they're wiping their eyes with their forearms and he's just running to the distance. Till at some point you don't see him anymore.
Hmm. Farewell, my friend.
Eventually, Fenric, you get there. There's an awkward silence. And you don't see the cat anymore. What do? Alex? You there? If you're there, we can't hear you. Never mind.
Alex.
There you go.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying now once I get there, and I'm with them now, I'm just gonna be like, what is this? Why does it feel as if something has happened while I was gone?
Oh, thank Atris, it was so awkward.
What?
I've been staring at this tree for the past 15 minutes.
Why? What? Where's Sergio?
He got.
Catman left.
He left. He said he needs to do something that will help
He
us
said he
along.
was talking to a statue, then the statue told him he had to go.
Yes.
Is that a thing that normally happens around here, or?
Well, he said he spoke to ghosts, so I assume he's a bit delusional. Unless he really has the power to speak to ghosts. Maybe he has the power to speak to statues.
Yes, I think you're right, Fenric.
So,
We're down one man. Do you think it's possible to rescue them?
so we broke him out for nothing, and he
Oh,
just looks really frustrated.
he has a greater mission, a higher destiny.
A higher destiny than bringing
That the, sta-
justice, church, and religious freedom to Orbis, to the Medina.
the statue in the park told him so.
Do you know how expensive it was to find a decoy for him? How ma- how many tabaxi are just running around?
But you could have just gotten a
Can't
cat
really
and put him in
start.
some boots. If you really wanted. Cat and boots.
Well,
You see, he's just like massaging the pinching the bridge of his nose.
Honestly, until he started talking, I thought he was a regular cat. I'm not gonna lie.
well, though we're down one man, I think our plan is effective. We don't need lots of people in rescuing those guys. The lesser, the better.
Here's what's going to happen. We have another plan. But your breakout operation won't be happening until we have an official guilty verdict or a death sentence. So until then, in maybe 3 days, you will know. Until then, we should all come up with a plan for how you're going to break them out, should it come to that.
Oh, wait. We going to be waiting for the verdict? Uh,
Yes.
what if they're found guilty? So we're going to rescue them,
Then we will break them out. The bombing will happen. I mean, the bombing
and,
will happen regardless of the verdict.
and they were going to
What?
hit.
Why?
What was your question, Gratella?
I mean, we're going to rescue them during after the verdict. If it's either uh,
If
guilty
they are
or not
found.
guilty, and they will still hate us. So why wait for the verdict?
No. Okay. I can't explain to you all the details right now, but on the slightest chance that they are not found guilty, we won't need to break them out.
Really?
On the likely chance they will be sentenced to death, you will break them out. So don't worry about it. Just come up with your plan for breaking them out. And then, should it not be necessary, then even better.
If we're going to wait for the verdict, it's no longer a breakout, it's a rescue mission.
That's what it is.
It will be bloody.
We are doing this to rescue them.
Yes, and it will be bloody. Unlike if we rescue them before the verdict, we can.
No, not necessarily. What makes you think it will be bloody? You're not going to be ambushing the execution and like killing all the people there like you did before. It's completely different. This one is going to be more clandestine, more subtle.
Guilty verdict, they will be executed immediately.
No, they won't.
Are they going to be in a same room before they going to kill them?
That's what I'm counting on. It's protocol.
Hmm. I'm not sure about it, but okay, let's go with it. But I prefer to rescue them without everyone knowing that we rescue them.
Even
Well, if
if you
they're
did
not
rescue them,
found
everyone
guilty,
would know.
No, we're
We're
going to
bombing the causeway. Everyone would know.
replace them with decoys, so no one will know.
I I think that's still the plan, right? If they're
Oh,
found guilty, we still replace them with the
Yes,
decoys.
yes.
we're still going to replace them. Okay, okay, I'm good with that. I thought there will be no decoys and just rescue.
Can I think of a place for this party to stay at?
There's
Yeah,
like
I
a
think
hidden
there's too
one.
many people here to stay in my dorm room. I don't think my roommate would appreciate it very
there's
much.
a there's an inn nearby that's kind of known for being where people who don't want to be like a lot of transient people like stay there. So
Hmm.
the owners don't really ask if
So
people pay money, they'll let them stay, criminal
the name,
or not.
the name of the inn, Switzerland.
Sorry, what?
What's the name of the inn, Switzerland?
Oh,
Oh,
the neutral country.
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna give them a really shady inn that they can stay at. Not too close to Fort Black. Like not somewhere where like they need IDs
It's
because like
actually close
there
by. It's in the Karen districts, so just like that's pretty close. It's called the Cozy Dozy.
here you can stay at this place called the Cozy Dozy. Uh can I give them like a little money for good enough for like the week or something for their lodgings?
It's a number 14 on the map.
Yeah, I give it to Luther.
I I have okay.
Nope, for the purposes of this operation. Oh, would it be suspicious if you don't return
I have
to the
classes.
How are you going to be attending your classes while we, figure out how to rescue your brother?
I thought you were waiting for the thing.
Yes, but you all need to discuss the plan for the next 3 days. This could be the difference between life and death for your brother.
Oh, okay, I'll call in sick, but uh, if I just disappear out of nowhere, it's gonna like, raise a couple eyebrows.
No, remember you got the flu, and I plop some coins into his hand.
Luther's brain's processing. I got you. I have the flu.
You need a
Cough,
doctor's note.
cough. Uh, He, wait. He looks at the student handbook and he needs a doctor's note.
You just carry that around.
I forget the rules. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just call in sick.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to this inn and be make sure be sure to deliver our equipment to that inn. I
Yeah.
kind of feel like I'm naked without my equipment.
It hasn't arrived yet?
I think not. It's only been 7 minutes since the last we talked.
It's been 30 minutes. At least.
Actually, and then Luther will leave the money with Talinel, and he's like, could you handle the inn? I'm gonna go set up the stuff at the college so no one gets suspicious. I'll just meet you guys in the inn, and then Luther turns into a bird and flies away.
Well, didn't give me much of a choice there. How much money is it, DM?
For the money,
The money? Yeah, how much is it?
how much do you give him?
Enough for a week of lodgings and just a little bit extra like to send letters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. Like Uh,
Like 50 gold.
yeah, sure. I will be staying at the Hotel Medina. I think it's best if you do not come there. Your faces are still recognizable. I mean, if you travel in a group, the proper authorities might put two and two together. So just stay at your inn. I will visit you daily to discuss your plans until the day of the verdict. If
Okay.
you need to contact me, you send a letter. All right?
Okay, sure.
Well,
Yeah.
if no one else has anything you want to tell me, then I will
Um,
be.
I have a question. Since we're going to rescue them after the verdict, can't you and your connection put friendly guards with them so that we there will be no bloodshed when I'm going to rescue um Tarian?
I will discuss that with the benefactor.
Yes. Tell him to put friendlies in our path.
Yes, or perhaps very lazy guards who fall asleep on
Yeah.
the job.
Yeah. Something like that.
Now, are there any particular supplies you think would benefit us on this
Sleeping gas, if you
operation?
have one.
Luther,
Sleeping gas, poison, paralytic poisons.
As you're
Jesus,
as
dude.
you're enumerating out loud, you guys hear a whistle like behind you.
Hmm.
Uh,
Who's
hey,
that?
I got this delivery here. Some cat person already took their stuff and signed off, but they
Oh,
told us to bring this back here. The boxes are heavy, so I can't bring them here. But your cat friend told me to run in here and have you guys sign.
oh wait, okay. Gretel
uh,
will go and sign it.
no, no,
Okay.
no, don't.
What?
I'll sign for it. I'll sign for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's named for Bob Bojack
That's me.
Tilborn
That is me.
and Tuma.
Yep.
Wow, okay.
Oh,
Each
good.
has
I
a
guess
sign.
yeah.
Oh,
They'll get mad at me if the recipients don't sign.
okay. All
They're
of
gonna
us.
think I stole it.
Okay, all was signed here. Hmm.
All right, just
Signed.
sign here
Bob.
and date on the side. All right, thank you. You next.
Gretel will sign it.
Yep. I guess I'm signing it.
Yeah, we're next. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. There you go. Thank you. And he like stares at the richest looking person.
I give him a gold coin.
Thank you. And he scoots away, runs away.
Gretel will run to the box and find her equipment.
Yeah.
After
I was
seeing her equipment, she will hug the great axe and then kiss it.
You see one box is empty, and you see like a whisker that probably came off, like just kind of like floating on the side of the
Oh,
box.
sir, you
I
know.
was I was worried you were going to sign your own name, you felon. But perhaps I should have known better.
Oh,
That Reese would take care of things.
uh, good call. I almost signed my name.
Yes,
Thank you for the save.
you are
Bruh.
now Tuma.
Yeah,
It's apparently
Kuma.
Tuma, right?
Tuba? Okay.
The T kind of looked like a K. Bad handwriting.
Bruh.
Could be a
Okay.
K, could be a T.
Grantella will write it as a T, but will pronounce it as a K.
You know when someone writes a letter and then it's the wrong letter and they just write a thick one over on top of it? So you're not sure which one it is?
Not sure which.
Guntella,
Yes.
do you see Tyrion's belongings in there?
Yes. Do you want me to keep it?
Are his things in there? Out of
No, it's just
character?
theirs.
Ah,
Okay.
so it's ours. Okay.
It's just for the three people. No, the Tyrion stuff is not there. Still at prison.
Oh, so they Tarian's equipment is not here. So that's another job for you, Sir Fenric. You need to collect their equipment after we rescue them.
Perhaps they can take it themselves.
What?
If that
I mean, yeah, we could
guy.
just go through the armory.
Ah, it
Yeah,
will complicate.
it would be really suspicious if
Yeah, it will
there's
complicate
no
things
equipment left
again.
behind. Yeah.
Mhm. So I suppose that's it.
Yes. First order of the plan is put some lazy or sleepy or poisoned guards in our path to rescue them, and preferably friendly guards. And if you do that, it will make our job much easier.
Noted. And surprisingly strategic coming from you, Grintella. I will
Oh,
see you tomorrow.
mhm.
Good day.
Good day, Frederick.
And I leave. Dimension door again, out of there. Even though I can only cast this twice a day, I will do it again.
Spamming dimension there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All the NPC characters have dramatic exits. Fenric Fenric teleports. Luther turns into a bird.
He
Oh, Luther turns into a
does?
bird and
Yeah, he turns into
he
a
goes back to
bird.
school.
Yeah, he turned into a bird and flew off.
He can be the one sending letters to Fenric then, because it's not suspicious, because he's not wanted.
Then
He's
he gets
also a
shot in the
bird.
middle of the sky and falls into the ocean.
Why would you get
I'm kidding. Some kid
Uh,
randomly playing with a slingshot and just happens to hit him.
Oh no, Luther's dead.
well, Grantel will walk toward the inn. While walking, she will put some rags on his head, put some eye patch on his face, and just walk towards the inn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put on my gear yet. Talnell's just like gonna keep them in a bag so that he still could, pass off as someone who only looks like but isn't the person.
Mhm.
Yeah, unfortunately, an orc without a weapon is suspicious enough.
Bruh. Yeah. Oh
So
All
well.
right.
to blend, I need to equip my weapon.
We might have to walk in separately, or nah, no, we can go together. Yeah, it's fine.
It's
Maybe.
it takes a while if you guys are gonna walk. It's a long ways. It's number 14 on the map if you
Yeah,
the
it's
map
quite
index. Yeah.
long.
So it's gonna take you guys if you're walking. It's probably gonna take you. I mean, if you cut through the farms, it's gonna be really hard. You might get lost in the in the cornfields. You have to take the roads, but it's gonna probably take you like about 40 minutes to walk there. But
Mhm.
there's vehicles if you guys wanna hitch a ride or pay something for like public transpo.
Gruntilla will choose the old-fashioned way. It's
Just walk.
part of her traveling style.
Mhm.
I mean,
Talnell
yeah, I don't
is
know.
yeah. You don't know where it is, or you're
Yeah.
just gonna.
No, no, no. I mean, like, I don't know any of these newfangled vehicles. I'm gonna trust my legs.
Mhm. As you walk through like the road through the cornfields, you kind of remember like a similar like there's fields where the corn's already been taken like or harvested. I mean, there's ones there it's newly planted. There's ones where it's like almost ripe enough to harvest. You see some
Oh,
farmers harvesting those that are already like good enough, and the husks are being collected too to probably be turned into like garments or textile or something like that, or depends on what
are they
type of
doing it
material.
well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like it's they're using like they're not using like the usual just like a mom and pop farm kind of tools. They have like actual probably expensive machinery equipment. So yeah, it makes it
Yeah.
easy. Some
Okay.
of them are just tossing it into like what looks like a contraption that instantly separates the corn from the husk, and the husk gets
Yeah.
neatly organized, and the corn gets neatly organized too. But yeah,
Yeah. He'll make a mental note to get that machine if he can afford it sometime for his
Mhm.
own farm. Just
Eventually, you guys make your way through. You open up to this like kind of feels like river run-ish too, because it's close to the lake's coast, or like the river that opens up to the coast. It's still the same river that runs all the way to uh to River Run as well. It kind of like loops down from here, then kind of like snakes all its way to River Run and to the rest of the known territories. Um, as the sun sets, it's starting to it's getting a lot more dark here because of like it's the hillside area. So you still have the sun a little bit, but it's starting to crest earlier for you guys. But you can still see it compared to like the city. The city at this point is darker because the hills are covering the sun. For the most part, here there's still sunlight. It's a smaller like district of the. It's actually big, not smaller, but it's more of like a humbler district in a way. It's still bustling. There's there's thoroughfares here and there. There's like a like a river walk type of thing, like a lake view type of thing. And it's like rolling hills up and down. You see kids running around the streets playing with like kites, and eventually the directions that were given to you to find the inn. Um, the inn is kind of right where like a town circle is, or at least the circle of this district, and it's like right at the corner, similar to like a salmon bed type of feel. And you see like a bunch of kiosks right outside of it selling trinkets here and there. Um, uh, like necklaces made out of like shale probably, or like some unique stones. Uh, you see one kiosk has like a what you call that, like the sign is made out of like a carved like shape of a large fish. And but eventually you find the doors, and it's like a swing saloon door, like the swing doors. And as you come in, it's quiet, no music. It's not like the salmon bed. um Give me a sec. One But there's people. They Some are having drinks. They look to be, what you call it,
Shady?
not shady, but like they don't look like they're from here, like transients. They have like backpacks with them,
Foreigner?
and yeah, like probably traveling people, like just kind of passing through, visiting. Or you see some touristy looking types, probably came from like like some attractions in the city. Most of you know what rave or where Wave Run Park is, especially you guys. It's like marketed everywhere, so people probably come from there. You see, kids still have their like the floaties, like still on their, either on their shoulders or a ring around their bellies. But for the most part, yeah, it's cozy, as the name implies, a cozy dozy. What do you guys do?
Grantella will go directly to the counter and ask for a room and put the gold given to us by Fenric.
Yeah. I'll qualify two rooms.
Mm-hmm. Separate one for you. Oops, that's
Yeah,
too loud.
that's a whoa. That's a bit
Separate
of a jump.
rooms, please.
It's not supposed to be that one. I'll use this one. Maybe this one's better. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you approach. Hi! And it's like this cute little halfling lady, probably like in like her like 30s or so, mid 30s. Yeah, 2 rooms. How long
Yeah.
are you staying?
Uh, about a week.
Oh, all right. Week. You from here? Outside the city, going to the park, doing some fishing?
Yeah, I'm traveling and I heard some great festivities in this area. So I
Oh
just
yeah,
want
Same, yeah.
it's
to take
always a
a
buzz here. Not like downtown, but I mean it's like some people like living here better because people don't ask too many questions. I'm sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions. It seems like, but I just kind of like to get a feel for how I'm gonna serve people staying here. So but yeah,
DM,
go ahead.
DM. While they're having this conversation, can I look around the inn to see if there's anyone either suspicious or potentially threat? Question mark. Yeah.
You can make a perception check. 21. With the 21, you can roll a insight along with that. 15. As you scan through the room, aside from one person that seems like if you bump into him the wrong way, the rest of the people here seem fine. They're just families or transients just traveling. This one particular person that's like he's not big or like something like that, but you get a feel for like, you remember that scene where it's the hobbits and they look at the corner and
Aragorn?
Aragorn's there. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
yeah, the Strider is at the corner, something like that. But he doesn't feel
Right.
like he's there for you.
Yeah. What's he just doing? Is he just like
He's just
eating,
brooding.
doing usual stuff? Oh, he's just brooding.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
just brooding.
I'll just make a mental. Yeah.
It's like
I'll just make a
Batman's
mental.
in the room. That's how he feels like.
It's the edgelord rogue in the
Oh
corner.
my god.
He for descriptions of how he looks like, he unkempt hair, like just imagine like ugly Aragorn, which technically in the Peter
So
Bakshi
Strider.
version he was the ugly Aragorn. Yeah,
Basically Strider. Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
All right. All right. I'll just
He
make a
looks at
mental
you for
note
a
of that.
second and he just kind of like nods, but it's like a he recognizes capable people. Nod, kind of. We're good. Kind of nod.
All right. All right.
Like he nods in a way
Noted.
where
Noted.
it's like, I'm not here for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Noted. Nice.
Yeah, Gantella will not mind the people around her and just ask for the room.
Yeah, eventually like she kind of like gives you the spiel, like what they serve, like what like there are regulars here. She points out like the regulars, so like don't worry if they're here. She actually points out to the guy that's brooding in the corner, don't worry about him, he's always like that. And she eventually like takes you up, and it's just decent size. It's bigger than the salmon bed, this place. But the reception area is kind of like more, they don't want to have people staying downstairs too much because they have more rooms for people staying, because people usually just stay here to eat and then go out and like explore the city. And she just kind of like talks about like there's like picture frames are hung up, like the previous tenant, not tenants, like the previous proprietors. And she goes on about how this place has been passed down, eventually like from a family owned to eventually one of the people who used to own it didn't have kids, and so they gave it to someone that they could really trust, and then that person's family took over, and eventually it got to her, and she's the one running the place, and she has like she talks about like how she pays people to do the work for her, but she really likes to be like talk to the people that stay at her place or her business, so she's still up front and she takes the reins as like the front lady, essentially taking orders and stuff. Eventually she kind of like gives you each a key, and she positions your rooms next to each other. Oh, and also if you guys want to reach out to each other or talk to each other, there's a door inside that you can just open and go straight to each other's rooms. You don't need to step out. And but yeah. Is there anything else that you need from me today?
Oh, so there's a magic door here that goes directly to our
No,
room.
it's not a magic door. It's just
Just a normal door.
we usually stay families here that have like a huge number of people. But since you
Oh,
guys all kind of came here, it's free,
yeah.
and you guys gave me the money
Yeah.
for it. Might as well let you
I'm
stay
sorry.
there, right?
I'm sorry. I came from a very low magical area, so I don't know anything about things here.
I know. Don't fret it. I'm the shame. No.
Okay, I just want the key, and I take the key, then go directly to my room.
All right, and for orders, what name did you want me to put on the tab or anything like that?
Yeah.
It
Grantella
could be
will.
it could be your group's name, or if you want to have individual orders, that's fine
Nah,
too.
Grantella will put there her name. He will write Kuma, but he will say Tuma.
Damn.
Okay, is
Oh
that a
wait.
T or a K?
It's a K. And then Grantella will say
Oh,
again
is
Tum.
it in your culture where you write T but pronounce it as K? All right, I'll make a mental note of that. And how about you, sir?
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what was
Your
what
name.
was
Bob
what was
Bojack.
Talonel's other name? Oh, Bob Bojack. All right.
There's Bob. There
Thanks.
was Bob. There was Bojack. I forgot the third one, and then there was Tuma.
I forgot which one I signed. Which one was
You
it?
can pick
DM?
whatever. You can make up a name too if you want.
Oh, screw it. Yeah, Bob.
All right, that's easy to remember. You can turn it around. It's still Bob.
Yeah.
Actually, and she turns
Right.
around the paper, and it's not Bob anymore. That's 808. Make a mental note of that. Bob doesn't turn over to Bob. It's 808. Anyways, if you're hungry, first meal of the night is on us. And are you allergic to any foods? Or we have seafood here, so some people are allergic to it. So if they're allergic to something particular, we don't serve it. If you like meats, we have all the meats.
Yeah, meat will be fine.
What type of meat?
Lean meat
Lean. All
to
right.
culture these muscles.
All right. And
I'll
how about
just
you, sir?
I'll just take the house dish. You know,
All right. You'll
just
particularly love this. We have. You're not allergic to clam, right?
not really. I am. It should be fine. Yeah.
All right. It's all the way from the south. The clams that we got, especially particularly for 3 weeks, we'll have stock of it. It's gonna be clam chowder. And it's gonna be served in the sourdough bread itself, and you're gonna have like a little accoutrements here of meats in here and there. But yeah, if you like that, I'll serve it up piping hot for both of you. Do you want clam chowder too,
No,
Miss Kuma?
just, just meat.
All right. Do you want the bone in or out?
Bone in, please.
All right. I'll get you a big tomahawk steak.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I
Well,
miss this. I miss
Pleasure
this
is all mine.
conversation.
You can call me Mary. And
Mary?
welcome to the
Mary?
Cozy Dozy.
Thanks, Mary.
Yeah.
And she kind of hippity hops away. Cute, like 30, mid 30s little halfling lady. Looks like a Mary.
Bruh.
Yeah, you guys gonna go to bed? Or
Yep.
what are you gonna do?
Well,
I will, before going to bed, Grantella will evaluate her weapons if there are damage, clean it to prepare for battle.
Is it
Aside
night?
from it's almost night now. It's like 6:15 ish. That's nighttime, yeah. But there's still a bit of sun since you're up higher in the hills.
as Talonel's like getting ready for bed, can a bird just fly into his room?
Sure.
Is it through an open window?
Yeah, through an open window.
Oh, okay. So you go in before I before I manage to close it. All right.
And then yeah, the bird just flies in and turns into Luther. It's like, oh, okay, oh,
Oh wait,
oh,
how
flapping
does?
wings are so hard.
Oh wait, Raf, how does Luther like transform back? Does it include like a puff of smoke?
He like his
It
bones
looks,
grow back in, and like
yeah,
the
his
muscles
bones, like
start to
you
grow.
like it's horrifying to look at.
Oh yeah, because oh god, yeah,
Have
because
you
like
seen the Animorphs?
Oh
yes,
my
I have.
god,
Oh my
that's
god,
so
I have. Yes.
uncanny valley horrible.
Jesus. Yeah. So like, what when the bird flies in, he Talnell first thoughts that, oh, it's just a bird. I'm just gonna get that out later. But then when it starts to transform, he's gonna go defensive and point his spear at.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
oh,
gonna point his spike at it like, hey.
and, like Luther just waves like a very like he's too tired to notice the spear.
And he still looks like the thing, but he's waving his hand. Oh, it's Luther. Gee,
Oh,
body horror.
oh god. Yeah. Can I like
Oh,
hit his foot with like the back end? Is that
like
actually
tap
you,
it, like
Luther?
tap it, like.
Yeah, oh, that's me. That's me.
Smack it.
Oh, it just. I just got the spell a couple weeks ago. It just like takes a minute to change back one sec, and then he starts shifting back into, like when he transformed, it was very quick. Like he just like poof, like he's a bird and flies away. But turning back takes a while.
He's not
Yeah.
mastered it yet fully.
Oh god, yeah. Talno has like a weird, mildly weirded out look in his face, but he's like, okay, that's you can do that, right, Luther? Okay, you should probably go in the door next time,
Oh
and
yeah,
instead of the window.
yeah. I just need to get the money from you so I can pay for the room too, because I'm staying here with you guys. Unless you want to be roomies. Roomies.
There's two rooms. Wait, how many beds are there, DM?
There's 2 beds in each room,
Oh yeah.
so
Oh
there's 4.
perfect. Oh perfect.
Oh, you can stay in Grantella's room. Here's the money.
Oh thanks. And then like Luther just heads down to the receptionist and let them know like, oh, he's staying he's with the group.
And she kind of like, oh, where'd you come from?
Oh, I turned into a bird.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things. So, as long as you're paying,
Oh yeah, and then yeah, Luther gets that set up.
I've seen you before.
Oh yeah,
You and your buddies sometimes have a few drinks here, right?
oh yeah, but I'm gonna be staying here with a couple friends for a few
Why,
days.
the dorm's getting fumigated or something? What happened? You blow something up at the college?
Luther looks nervously at
Did you
something
get
like
expelled?
that. I did not get expelled.
Oh, damn. There was
Yeah.
one kid here who got expelled last time. Don't know if you heard about it.
Oh no, I didn't. But that's concerning.
Nah, he stayed here for like 2 weeks, but I don't know where he went to. He was like moping all day, every day. Actually, kind of bummed the place down, but yeah, at least you're not. So, yep. Which room are you staying on?
He gives the room for Grintella's room.
Oh, you're with that Takuma
Yes.
person. Okay,
Yeah.
alrighty. You two together.
Luther looks awkwardly and not no.
Oh, is that your aunt or mom or something?
Yeah, they're like family from like distant
For a
relatives.
place that was marketed by Fenric that didn't care who stayed or who paid, she's asking an awful lot of questions.
Yeah, she's asking a lot
He
of
wasn't
questions.
counting on the very hospitable receptionist.
And she's alrighty. Well,
This
my name's
back
Mary.
alley,
It's nice to
this
finally
back
meet
alley
you.
inn is like very hospitable.
Nice to finally meet you. Yeah. Since you're at the college, You know what? Those
Student
boys
discount?
there give me a lot of business. So I'll give you guys the next 2 days meals on the house.
Oh, thank you.
And what's your name?
Well, Luther.
All right, Luther. Well, I like that name.
Oh, thanks.
Alrighty. So, make yourself at home. Well, I mean, Medina's your home, so you go do what
I-
you do.
Okay, thank you. And then he'll head back up with everyone else.
Oh, and watch your step too. I tripped there earlier, so and she like
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like hops out and then like kind of watches you go up the stairs, and as you reach the top, she like giggles and starts to go back.
Oh, I had talons a moment ago. It's hard walking. Yeah, and then he just goes back up.
Alrighty. And anything you guys want to do at the end of the day?
So like
Luther?
after. Oh wait. Yeah. Do you
Oh,
want to
you
go
go
first?
ahead. Go ahead.
Raph?
You can go ahead.
Oh. All right. So after Luther left, is there a shelf in the room?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is
It's
it like
nice,
a big
actually.
shelf?
There's like a dresser. And then
All
there's
right.
like
Wonderful.
the wardrobes. It's like a family room.
All right. I see. I see. I'll move it to block the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you look like Leon moving furniture.
Yeah.
Resident
God.
Evil 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move the dresser to block the window, and then whatever bed I'm gonna sleep in, I'm gonna move it away from the window.
Alrighty. You're gonna flip
So-
one of the beds and cover the door with the
Well, not to
mattress.
that extent.
Okay.
Well, not at the moment, I suppose. But
Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
after that, he's gonna make one final scan of the room, and like check under the beds inside the drawer, make sure there's no weird stuff inside or hiding somewhere. And if there's none, he's gonna go to bed in full armor with his gear still next to him.
Damn, he got traumatized.
Alright, you're gonna have
Basically, yeah.
He doesn't want to
If
wake
you're-
up naked.
You're gonna
in
sleep
the
with your
mattress.
armor on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be a point of exhaustion when you wake up.
yeah. All right. How many sleeps will it take until I get used to it?
I don't think you do. You just get exhaustion if you wear armor sleeping.
Oh, okay. Duly noted. Right. Thanks.
Because it's like bulky and stuff, and it's hard to sleep with armor on. You'll like wake up at night like you're full of sweat in your armor. it's
Oh, yeah,
really
right. We have
bad.
no aircon here.
Yeah, there's no air conditioning. Even when there's
Yeah.
air conditioning, it's still really hot inside armor. Especially if it's
Bruh.
leather. You have leather, right? What's your armor?
Oh my! Wait a minute.
Do you have a
When you-
chainmail?
It's leather. Oh god, it's leather.
Oh yeah, it's even worse. It's-
When Luther like see when he's going back in the room that he's
Yeah.
like it looks like Talon's trying to sleep in armor.
you would probably be in the other room with Gruntella.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh,
you
never mind
would
then.
hear like furniture getting moved around.
Is everything okay there?
Yeah, it's fine.
You
Just
hear through the wall.
checking the stuff. The other side of the wall.
Oh, okay.
What is Gruntella doing? And then Levi. not Levi,
Grantella
Luther.
Grantella is cleaning her weapons.
Yeah.
making
Oh
sure
yeah,
that
you check your
everything is
weapons.
okay.
Your weapons are fine, aside from like the dust that accumulated in the box.
Yeah.
Because of it, probably like the dead skin cells start drying up and like collected.
She will clean her weapon. Clean weapon is a trusty weapon.
Yeah, you take care of weapons pretty well, even though you lived in the wilderness. You took time to clean them. Yeah. What's
This-
Luther doing?
Luther is checking like if I can help if you're rearranging the furniture.
No, it's fine. It's done anyways. It's all right. And I'm not arranging furniture, just checking stuff out. Don't worry about it,
Oh,
bruh.
okay.
Maybe it's doing some kind of uh positive energy shit there.
Feng
Feng
A
shui.
shui.
workout routine.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Yeah.
Make sure the bed doesn't face the door.
The door. Jesus. God.
Make sure all your valuables are hidden away from the door.
Don't put your back to the window, or a sniper is gonna snipe you.
Yeah.
What was Levi doing again? That's it. You guys are good.
Ah, yeah, Luther's good. He's just setting up.
Luther. I mean, yeah. Eventually, your food gets brought up. Luther, you probably. What's your usual here? If you eat at this place.
Like Luther will get whatever specials they have available.
Okay, so it's the same thing as Talnell, the what you call it, the
The house meal, the house
house
special
meal.
or
Yeah,
something.
the house special, clam chowder with bits and bobs here and there, probably some shrimp on the side, some fish fillet, something like that. Yeah, potatoes, and Granzella gets like a big slab of
Meat. Lean
Tomahawk.
meat with bone.
tomahawk steak, and it's like medium to rare, like medium rare to
Yeah.
rare, so it's still like juicy, like
Yeah.
very soft, tender. They cook it really well. It's
I
smoky
want
too, so it's cooked over probably like smoked and then like
I
cooked
want
in.
some red juices on my lips.
Yeah, eventually you guys head to bed, and oh, Alex said BRB.
I'm back.
There you go.
Hello.
Perfect timing. Would Fenric be eventually heading back to the hotel?
Yeah, after sending out those letters for the supplies and stuff, and somehow communicating to the benefactor or to Reese and Conrad about about Granzella's
Micromanaging.
suggestion.
Essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. And at the end of the day, probably at this point it would be after doing everything that you wanted to do. You can send me like details if you want. And we could like hand wave it.
Yeah, sure.
And what time would you go back to the hotel?
However long it would take to communicate all those messages.
Probably like 10:30
Send them out.
ish.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you walk back
It's
and
been a
forth,
long day.
take
Yeah.
rides, like use the public transport, some trams here and there, get around
Yeah.
the city.
Like-
You know how to move your way through a city.
Yeah, like I'm assuming that I would probably have some kind of aid or something, but I didn't bring them this time because of how sensitive this is.
Yeah. It's more
Okay.
so like, yeah, you know your way around, but if you can pay someone you can hire someone to do it for you, you would.
Yeah,
If it's something
but
that
this is
doesn't
so
need
personal.
your personal care. But yeah, you know where it's like imagine this place like kind of like a blend of, it's a mix of San Francisco and like New York during the industrial era, and also Barcelona, especially like downtown area. And then when you get to the Dominus area, it's like a Vatican area. It's like walled off.
Mhm.
So it's like a mix of those four cities.
And that's where Hotel Medina is, right? That's like the middle.
Hotel
of the
Medina
city.
is in the middle. It's just outside of the Domus Dominus. It's in the
Mhm.
Tenebris
So it look-
circle, I think.
Does it kind of look like Rome?
In the middle section there, I think it's Hotel Medina is number 5. That part is like a mix of like like yeah, like Italy or Barcelona-ish, like Rome. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. It's like a bunch of like cultures got melded together because it was the first city essentially. So
hmm And
but
like
the
when I
Mhm.
was off, like doing errands and stuff, I'm not openly wearing my badge and stuff because I'm trying
yeah,
to be
You're
discreet.
trying to be like a
But
local.
yeah, but when I before I enter the hotel, because the receptionist, whatever, they know I'm staying there, I will be putting on my badges again.
As you kind of approach the entranceway, it's one sec, let me put in some music. It starts to kind of
I
like
have
rain. Yeah.
I have been staying here for the past few days, right?
Yeah.
For however long they've been arrested. Okay.
Uh, one second. I'll use this same music. I like it.
I'm
Eventually,
surprised that
yeah.
Fenric is getting his like alone time here. I thought I was just playing him when we were doing conversations with the but yeah,
Actually, I'll
keep
change the
going.
music. No worries. Yeah.
He's not in the NPC in this scene.
Yeah, we'll use this one.
Oh, that looks really nice.
And as it starts to kind of pour outside, and you just manage to go through the. It's like the swivel doors. It's like really fancy here.
Like
It's like
revolving.
actually revolving. I mean, yeah, it's like really fancy here.
York.
Yeah. Actually, the rain sounds like it's inside.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining outside.
I guess I've just been like casting a spell to kind of like an umbrella, but
Mhm.
it's like
Oh no,
making
the
the rain
rain
avoid
kind of like
hitting me.
got really
It looks like I
strong
have an-
before you came in, so you managed to find shelter inside. You see just outside like the bus boys kind of like recognize you and they give you like a bow, kind of like a butlerish kind of greeting. Like the people that stay here are high money people, like big money people. The people that stay
Yeah,
here,
I'll just
or
I
like
give
dignitaries and
politely.
stuff. But eventually you find your way to your room. What room would Fenric have gotten? Like a presidential suite?
Probably like like a nice one. Maybe
Alright.
not the biggest one, just because it's like excessive.
Yeah,
But,
there's
one that you would imagine a general would have.
yeah, there's only
He's,
like
he's not like living like a Marcos or anything.
okay, good. There's only like 6 floors, and it's wide instead of tall, and there's not a lot of like small rooms. It's mostly like bigger rooms here. That's why most people won't afford it. And this hotel is essentially it's sort of run by the church in a way, because it's the first ever like the history of this hotel. It started out as like an inn, and then eventually because like this is where people stayed and it's the first ever in existence to be like that in the world, eventually turned into Hotel Medina, and it's like the most expensive place to stay in this world. As you get to your room, what would be like a nightly routine for you?
I guess as soon as he gets back to his room, he's gonna just be pacing. He's still stressing out over what to do about Tarion, whether the plan that he came up with, he's basically gonna be he's basically gonna be responsible for whether they live or die, is what he thinks. So he's like just pacing, being all like stressed out, whether what he planned is the right thing to do or not. Is there something he missed? So he's just gonna go over all the possibilities that he can think of, and just like wear a footpath in his room.
Yeah, like
Like he's gonna
kinda
wear down the
pace through.
floor.
Eventually, you hear a knock on the
Yeah.
door, and it's like a soft knock. And as you go towards the door, you see like a letter or like an envelope slid underneath the door.
I'll take it.
And as you kind of open it up, you see like a
Does it say
crudely
something?
written like a name, Plan C.
Fuck. Okay. What does it say?
Do you open it? Do you open the envelope?
Yeah, I'll fucking open it.
Alright. As soon as you open it, there's nothing in it. Takes a few seconds until you just hear Conrad's voice coming out, and then it just goes through like what he wants Plan C to be. And eventually you just close. What do? Do you close the envelope or not?
Like the voice is coming from the envelope.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I'll listen to it. I'm gonna take it away from the door, bring it in the room.
It's
So
essentially
that
like
whoever's outside can hear.
it's like hearing somebody tell you the whole entire plot for an action movie where it's just about them. It's like they had a dream where they were the action hero, and everything that was happening was because of them, the good ones and the bad things, and
Conrad
especially the bad
busts
things to the
into-
bad people. And it's just that. It's just like a B action movie, and then
Conrad
eventually.
busts into Fort Black and like beats up all the guards.
Yeah, something like that, and like they try to hold him down, but his strength just like
then-
blasts him through. There's like a scene where he
then-
punches the overseer, and then he takes over, and he's the overseer, and something like that. Like it's eventually like his plan to rule the world, and he's gonna be King Conrad with a C.
And then in the end, like Reese goes out with him.
Now,
just
there's
imagine-
nothing about Reese.
I just imagine the letter ends very formally. Dictated, not read, Conrad.
There's an entire scene where he tries to save Reese, but like he holds out his hand, and then as Reese tries to reach for it, and he thinks like, I love this woman, but I want everything for myself, and he begrudgingly like holds back his hand, and she slips and falls into a chasm. And he's like, I love you, but this is the right way.
Excuse me, what
Henrik-
the heck is this?
Oh my god. Fenric just collapses into a chair. And he's like, did Conrad just send me his fanfiction?
Imagine this
Bruh.
guy's ahead. This guy's the arbiter for an order. How did he
He's
get
gonna
his
like light
position?
up a fireplace.
Yeah.
He's gonna light up a fireplace and throw the letter in.
And there's
and
like
just,
as you're doing this, there's like an entire portion of this like radio drama playing out from the envelope of him thanking people for meeting him. For essentially like all the people that he met throughout life, he's thanking them because he was such a good impact to their lives, instead of like thanking them for what impact they gave him. So it's like the it's something like that.
just for my own sake, Fenric is gonna wait and see if he thanks him in the credits.
And eventually
Does
there's
he shout me
the
out?
credits end. Oh, and yeah, and that's it. And there's a pause, and you wait for like 10 seconds. Oh, and fuck you, Fenric. and the envelope like turns into like kind of
Crumple it.
like snuffs out in
Crumple
flame.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Fucking typical.
This man deserves the world.
Eventually, as you ruminate and eventually get comfy on a are you on the bed or on like there's like that huge chair where you can brood, like the Batman
brooding in
chair
the
in his
chair.
room.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're brooding in the chair.
But-
it's like leather, but like not like bad leather. It's like really comfy leather, and it's not hot
Yeah,
here
it's
like where
like,
Talnell's staying in. So it's like nice. But like it's warm but not hot, so you kind of sit
Do I have
there.
a balcony?
Yeah. there's a balcony.
If I look out the balcony, what do I see?
You see the expanse of the Tenebrae Circle. On the distance, you see the lights like shining from the Grand Theater. And you can hear people like running through the rain. And you see lightning in the distance. But yeah, it's a nice view of the city.
I'm gonna write a letter.
Alrighty. And are you gonna send it to me later?
I can just say it right now. Like,
Yeah,
it's
go
not gonna
ahead.
be super detailed or anything.
Mhm.
But I will write a letter to Saldana. I'm not gonna send it now. I'm just gonna have it on me, and it's gonna say like it's a letter from Fenric to Saldana explaining why he wanted to have his memory erased of Tarion if Tarion dies. So
Okay.
it's just something for him to give to her if that happens while he still
Alright.
has the memory.
Oh, the music, the background ambience is cozy. There's a fireplace and the rain, the outside.
And the violin.
I stopped it for the fireplace. It's like quiet time at night now.
Oh, I just heard it until now.
Yeah.
Like, it just stopped right now.
Okay, so it just stopped right now. You hear the fireplace in the rain?
Yes.
Oh, ASMR.
Like
Sleeping music.
yeah. I was like, the violin is so fitting for this. But yeah.
And as you write the
Um,
letter,
Can I?
Make-
Can you?
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can't see Fenric's sheet here in the NPCs.
oh yeah.
'Cause-
Sorry, I didn't add it there. I have to add it in a
Yeah, I wanna
scene for you
see.
to use it. My bad. There
Is
you
it
go.
possible for you?
Hello.
Yep, still waiting because I want to. I know that he
disconnected
has like
from
some
the
magic
game.
stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, you see it?
Not yet. I'll reload.
Failed to load scene. Yeah, something is bugging out with alchemy. But yeah, go ahead. What did you want to see?
No, I just want to see Fenric's magic stuff because I know that he can do some magic. So I think he would have issues sleeping. Did you say that you wanted me to roll something?
Yeah. As you finish writing the letter, do you go to the bed or do you go to your chair again?
I think that he still feels like really restless and he can't really like get to sleep.
I would like you to roll a Constitution save, please.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
a 4.
As soon as you feel this searing pain in your
Ooh.
chest, you remember the last word that comes into your mind before you kind of lose your faculties. You just remember the word prick. And it kind of echoes until you feel woozy. And as you kind of like slump to the ground, you hear footsteps as your
Bro.
as your consciousness starts to ebb and fade. You hear footsteps. You see the familiar trench coat.
He
kind of
betrayed
like-
me!
He kind of like crouches down in front of you, and he touches his beard. I mean, he'll still be part of the plan, but I have other business that I might need of use for you.
Wait,
So
is he trying to magically put me to sleep?
no, you feel the chest pain from where he pricked your body earlier,
Oh my god, what an
or put the
asshole.
pin in.
Mm.
Oh, don't worry about that. You give or take. I mean, you've had injuries recently, so this may. This won't feel good for you for maybe a few days, but eventually you'll get back your faculties.
Can I talk?
No.
Then like all I can do is like just
Like,
glare at
listen.
him from the
You look
ground.
like the like how you feel right now if you've watched Dune.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't watched Dune? What's a movie where somebody can't move? Oh, have you seen Iron Man? The first one?
Wolf of Wall Street?
Not like that, but more like you remember the Ten Rings from part one of Iron Man, where the bald guy.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But yeah.
Yeah, you're
Where he got
paralyzed essentially. Yeah, he got
sound.
like the sound thing paralyzed. Like your body feels really like it hurts all over, and you can't speak, you can't move, but you can still
I'm
hear
just
and
like
see.
collapsed on the ground.
Yeah, you're essentially a vegetable now. Um. So, I'd like to borrow a few of this, and he plucks out like a few of your hairs,
Oh shit.
and this, and he grabs your arm and like slices through it with like a small dagger and like
Oh
like
fuck.
blood.
He's making. Do I? Okay. Would Fenric know what he's doing with that?
You have an idea of it, of what it's.
Can
what it is.
I say what it is? Can I can I say what I think it is? That Fenric
Sure.
might think. Is he making a simulacrum out of me? Is he making a clone?
Yeah, if you want to think that way.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Damn,
As
you
your-
Fenrix.
Fuck.
As you start to lose your consciousness more and more, and he kind of like brushes your head. I know you're not from our world, so I would like to keep it on the current course. We don't want her coming back. I don't want her coming back. This is my world. This is my realm. And you and your god stay out of it, so that my daughter can stay put where she is. And he like puts a sack over your head, or someone else actually that you don't see who it is. Someone puts a sack over your head, and eventually you lose consciousness. And you hear or you lose your vision, but you still hear footsteps. There's at least 2 more footsteps. The last thing you hear is, it would have been more easy if we would have just killed all of them off. And that's where we'll end our session for tonight.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Fenric,
Is there any way that I can contest it?
Oh, and one more tidbit. That voice sounds familiar to you, Fenric, especially. You heard it recently when you were dying at where was that place? At Talon Inc.
Was it Morel?
Not that voice. It's the other guy that was with
Yeah,
me.
was it the guy who took the little ball?
Yeah, the Voldemort guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, Benny is the BBG.
All right. That's it. We'll oh, before we go,
Ah!
as I switch over the scene so that they don't hear this behind the scenes, but thank you guys for tonight, and whoever's watching, we'll see you again next episode, and thank you, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you
Bye.
enjoyed.
Yeah, thanks,
Bye.
guys.